And of course, we do have a question of the day for you. Who do you think will come out on top in the Soweto derby tomorrow between Pirates and Chiefs? You can share your thoughts with us at Morning Live SABC on X. Alternatively, your voice note on 0784591897. Let's perhaps take a look at some of those messages that have come through this morning. Tabang Success saying, derby is another game. This one belongs to Ama 2K, Rele, Zwana, Nkota, Vilagazi, Sesane, Shabalala must take the responsibilities of bringing life back to this fixture. Sentiments that we've seen being said so often recently. Siafana Zulu from Esho is saying, yeah, ne? This game between Kaizer Chiefs versus Orlando Pirates is very tough to guess who's going to win it. Hashtag Morning Live, but I see it end with a draw. All right. And then Karabo saying here, morning ladies, a good morning to you. Karabo saying, unfortunately, Chiefs are not good in math, so they won't be able to solve this. X Onga Solvegi. 3-1 for Pirates to win, or X Onga Solvegi. That one coming through from Karabo. And then Moiklebe Kulu Ebangeni saying Kaizer Chiefs will win this one because they are the underdogs. Thank you so much for your views there on X. Now, sports fans are again, of course, looking forward to a weekend full of action with the first Soweto derby of the Betway Premiership season happening tomorrow. And the fight, of course, for the SA20 playoff spots truly underway. And as usual, on a Friday morning, we have roped an award-winning sports journalist, Khanyiso Tshwaku, to give us a glimpse of what to look out for in terms of some of that action. Khanyiso, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us once again on Sports on Morning Live. Let's talk Soweto derby first, where you have Amakosi coming up against Orlando Pirates. It is an away fixture for Kaizer Chiefs, but so often they play their home games at F&B. What do you make of the Soweto derby, and what do you think we can expect on the field, particularly when one considers where this game could possibly be won and lost?
I think it's just a home game by name for Orlando Pirates. Kaizer Chiefs is the most widely supported team in Southern Africa, so that goes without saying. That as much as Pirates fans have come out for the matches this season, I mean, Kaizer Chiefs fans will go with a lot of expectation. Yes, Kaizer Chiefs have been inconsistent. They have been on a bit of not a downward spiral, but it's been a bit of a trying season under Nasreddin Nabi. But it's just one of those games where I just feel like Kaizer Chiefs will actually come and win this game based on the fact that the derby's generally don't have favorites. And I think while Pirates man on the field look to be the better team, those intangibles often don't work when it comes to the derby. It's simply often about the team that wants it the most, the team that actually generally is under more pressure to succeed. And I think Kaizer Chiefs last season, when they lost it, when Pirates hit the derby double over them, they lost the one thing that they felt was actually the one thing that they held close to them, because they weren't winning any trophies. They were being ejected out of tournaments, but the one thing that they were able to do was to beat Orlando Pirates. And unfortunately for them, they lost that last season, losing the home game 1-0, losing their away game 3-2. So one feels that Chiefs are under more pressure, but they also realize that Pirates, having started the season so well and also chasing Sundowns at the top of the league, will have even more to prove.
And you speak about having more to prove. We just saw some of the X's coming through from some of our viewers at home, and one saying this is going to be a derby for the youngsters. You look at your Shabalalas, your Mufukengs, your Nkotas, your Vilagazi. What do you make of that sentiment? Because so often of late we've heard people saying it seems like there's so much pressure on the youngsters at Kaizer Chiefs to perform, whilst the ones at Pirates are performing, but the senior players are also stepping up.
That's a difference. It's a very critical difference that you make. Remember that Orlando Pirates' youngsters are being cultivated in an environment where the team is winning. So it's often easier for youngsters to gel and understand what is expected of them when the environment is enabling. That being enabling is the ability to win. And if you look at how Mfukeng and what has been playing, and Selera Sapocha, when he's got an opportunity, you'd have seen that what they've done so well is that they've been points of difference for Pirates. The Chiefs will be without Wandile Tuba, who's injured, but Tudu Shabalala has stepped up, Mfundo Vilagazi has stepped up. But I think the key difference between the sides is senior players. Orlando Pirates is fine. More senior players that showed up. Whereas with Kaizer Chiefs, you'd find that the instability that they've had in terms of coaching, in terms of players coming in, coming out, they don't have a set spine. You can honestly say these are Kaizer Chiefs' most important senior players. Whereas with Orlando Pirates, you know that here's Orlando Pirates' spine, from goalkeeper to defense to central midfielders, two strikers. So you can, on any given day, you can pick up Orlando Pirates starting 11 in your sleep. But with Kaizer Chiefs, you can't quite do that because one, as much as Nasruddin Nabi knows that he's put a lot of faith in his youngsters and his youngsters are delivering, when it comes to finding the senior spine of a side, that's something that he's trying to still establish, and which explains Kaizer Chiefs' inconsistent results this season.
Khanyiso, I just need the name of the team. Who's winning the Soweto derby tomorrow, or will it end in a draw?
I'll give it to Kaizer Chiefs, the 2-1 win.
2-1 win in favor of Kaizer Chiefs. And before I wrap up with you, let's talk SA20 quickly. We've seen the Sunrisers almost gain momentum from their slumber, which they started off at the beginning of this season of the Betway SA20. We're looking at playoff sports now. What do you make of who's possibly going to make it through?
It's very tricky now because remember that JSK yesterday actually beat Paul Royals convincingly by 7 wickets. Remember that there is Mumbai, there's MI Cape Town, Pretoria Capital today, a game that Pretoria Capitals need to win. So most probably get a fairer idea on tomorrow afternoon when the Sunrisers are actually playing at home. But we saw how JSK fought back. We saw the Pretoria Capitals had a convincing one on Tuesday. So it's actually quite difficult to remember that the first 2 spots are sorted. It's positions 3 and 4. That's where things are tricky at the moment. It's going to be interesting to see what transpires at Centurion today and in Gqeberha tomorrow. And then most probably by the late start when JSK plays DSG, then we'll see how truly the playoff map is working out.
Okay, Khanyiso, it's always such a pleasure chatting to you, and we look forward to seeing, of course, what those results will be going into, of course, as well, the final coming up of the Betway SA20. We'll see you at the stadium tomorrow, yes?
Yes, I'll be at the stadium.
All right, Khanyiso Tshwaku, ladies and gentlemen, award-winning sports journalist, just speaking all things the Soweto derby as well as the Betway SA20. In terms of the derby, he's saying it is going to be a Makosi that will walk away with a 2-1 victory against the home side in tomorrow's match, the Buccaneers.